Well, here it is Friday once again, and it is time for our STEM Ambassadors segment. This is our weekly segment where we introduce you to girls and women doing great things in STEM. And we have two phenomenal scientists joining us today from the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. We have Dr. Nicole Gunta, the Associate Curator of Invertebrate Zoology. I'm so excited I got that. And then Tammy Starr, an intern who's studying forensics and entomology. So bugs, right?
Yes.
That's what this is. And is there kind of a stigma with girls studying entomology?
It's definitely a male-orientated field, but more and more these days there are more women entering entomology. So it's great to go to conferences and see women at all different stages in their career presenting their entomology research.
So how did you get interested in it?
I was always that geeky little biology kid that was out playing in my backyard, collecting bugs, collecting beetles, bringing them inside. And my mother, she's a reference librarian, so she'd just give me the bug book and I'd try and ID it.
That's awesome. That's a really cool way to get started with it. What about you, Tammy?
I actually used to be afraid of bugs when I was a kid. Just nobody in my family ever was really interested, and so forensics was my primary major at school. Entomology was a really easy transition for that, for a second major. I was doing it just for the second major, and I ended up falling in love with it after the first class.
So talk a little bit about the forensic side of it too, because that's a pretty intense science to study.
Yes, it is. There's a lot of different areas of forensics, and that's what makes studying it as a major so intensive. There's so many different DNA, entomology, all these different areas you have to study. And entomology is not really hit on as much in the primary major. So I was really excited to be able to do both. And so even though it's two science majors and it is pretty intensive, I get to get kind of the best of both worlds of what I'm interested in.
So where are you studying now, and where do you hope to go career-wise?
I am at Texas A&M right now. I'm about to go into my senior year,
Yay.
So I'm super excited. And after this, I'm going to be looking for PhD positions, hopefully.
Really cool, research-based.
Yes.
And then what can people use forensics and entomology for otherwise?
So a lot of the main use of entomology and forensics is estimating postmortem interval using time of colonization of flies. So there's been a lot of research into when flies colonize a body and how fast they grow. And forensic entomologists will use the flies that they find as evidence to help the investigators kind of narrow down that time of death.
And then invertebrate zoology, that covers the whole gamut of everything that basically doesn't have a skeletal structure, right?
Yes, so everything without a spine. But in our invertebrate zoology collection, we have two main focuses: entomology, which is the insects, and we also have a malacology collection, which is seashells and snails and things like that. But my primary interest is beetles. So most people don't realize that 1 in 5 animals on this planet is a beetle. But good luck trying to name even 5 of them.
Japanese beetle. Anybody in Northeast Ohio knows that in the summertime, right?
Firefly, or a lightning bug is a beetle too.
No kidding. Dang, you learn something new every day, I tell you what. Well, thank you so much for joining me. You can see this great collection at the Natural History Museum, which is always fun to go and check out no matter what. But maybe folks will spend a little extra time with the bugs. It's down in the basement, right?
Yes.
Right outside the play area.
Yes, if you go past the Discovery Center, you will see our famous Easter egg that gets around on social media, the little tiny Volkswagen beetle hidden in the beetle display.
Very nice. Well, we'll have to look for that. So when you have your little ones there, make sure you look for the Volkswagen beetle in the beetle display. Very cool. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much for having us,
Thanks for being
Betsy.
STEM ambassadors. Keep doing great things in STEM.